Good evening, everyone, and welcome to N-Simplex Pachinko. This is Obi-Wan Pez. Tonight we are, hopefully, finishing the Outer Wilds DLC, Echoes of the Eye. Let's turn that down just a little bit there. The last few sections have been kind of tormenting me, and I've been trying to figure out exactly how to get through certain areas. Hey, Superbrain. Yeah, caught you this time. There we go. Apologies for calling you out last time. But anyway. Yeah, so the last few sections have been kind of tormenting me. So, before stream, I decided I'm going to go practice something to make sure that I can actually do it. And so I made it into the third vault, where I had already made it before, but the problem was that I picked up a slide reel off of the vault wall, and I backed down the stairs and fell off of the stairs with the slide reel in my hand. And so when I came back, I didn't have a slide reel anymore. There was no way to get that anymore. So I have got myself back to the third vault, just so that you didn't have to see the tedium of me getting caught in the dark with all these other creatures. And by the way, it didn't help to shut off the light, so it couldn't see any better. It was 100% dark. There is the possibility that if you turn down the gamma in the game, or turn up the gamma, it might help, but well, like, this one was just kind of, you know, getting back to some place that was going to be tedious to get back to. So I decided, let's just do that. So I am currently sitting in vault number 3. I also tested out a theory that I had for vault 1, which, if you remember, I kept getting into the exact same place and then getting caught again, because the entire house was just crawling with these Awelk people. There was like one just to the left of the top of the stairs, one just to the right, one up in the balcony, and one directly in front of the fire. And when I decided to go in there without my lantern, that was when one of them ran up to me and went and snapped my neck. So I'm like, okay. So, we're going to get back into it. And I did test that theory about vault number 1, and I was correct. So you'll see exactly what it is that I was dealing with in just a second. There we go. So I'm going to switch to the mini cam and not use my mouse, because goodness. All right. So I made it here. This is the missing one. So unfortunately, it's not that helpful. So they are at the location. They all sit themselves down. The cry over missing their home, due to the fact that they burned the entire home in order to make the ship that they're standing on. They have a machine, which they then build out their world, which we all know is the virtual environment, and then put themselves to sleep. So that was what I did not have last time. Again, not particularly helpful, but well, we'll take it. Okay, so next we got to get into vault number 1. So I'd had a theory, and I'm pretty sure I'd said it out loud, but vault number 1 having a whole bunch of Awelk creatures just walking all around it and stuff like that, I said it would be really nice, and I have seen them before, when the dam gets hit, or sorry, when the dam breaks and the water hits location number 1, where everybody is, you know, basically underground, the water comes through and puts out all of their lanterns. And while we were standing there one time, it actually eliminated. It actually like made them kind of go and disappear into a um, uh, green bit of code, basically. So my theory was, well, if I can get that place open from get spot number 1 open, and then immediately if I can get spot number 1 open and then immediately go to a different place on the boat, and that means that I will be able to come at it from a different angle. I will be able to come at it from a different location. And I was having trouble finding the boat in the other locations, mostly because you can't get a boat from any of the other locations. Or rather, you can get a boat from location 3, but the problem is that the elevator to get down there is stuck. So it's all the way at the top, and you have to get there yeah, you have to get there from location 3, which is slightly awkward, and I wasn't able to find it last time. Oy. Okay, seriously. Let's just jump. Alright, come on now. Alright, so we're going to come in here, going to doze off, wake right back up, and the other location. Immediately run back out here. Blow out. Oh, jeez. I just tried to jump over some water using a jetpack, which I don't have. That would have been really bad. Alright, we immediately come through. Wait a minute. Do I even need to be here? I don't think I even need to be here. Right, because I need to get the boat from the other location. Alright. And now we need to get to location 3. So we can either get to location 3 by going backwards, going back the way we came in the first place, now. Uh-oh. Oh man. Alright, maybe that was a mistake. Okay, location 3, we need to either float all the way around or go outside and then find the secret entrance. That was up here. Right there. So I'm already holding the artifact. That's somewhat helpful. Right, there we go. No! Oh. Kind of hit it and deflected. That wasn't nice. No. It's because I walked under it. That's a good reason, actually. Jeez. We do have to do it somewhat quickly. I have not played any more of the Manifold Garden. I been sitting around, mostly doing work. This ugh. Thank you. It's also maybe some adrenaline, but you know. Alright, open. I don't think that helps any. Alright, so for the first pass through, we just have to activate the bridge that goes across the bottom here. And actually, the only reason to go through the dark stuff is to have access to the bottom layer, which is the vault. So we're done with the third vault. We don't have to be here in the dark anymore. The problem we were having was that all of these one-way doors here have Awok behind them. And so they were all like, somebody turn off the lights. So that was the other problem, is that you had to absolutely walk through this completely blind. It was awful. I had at one point started just basically like juking left and right while moving up the hall continually, and most of the time it got me to the corner, so I was actually kind of impressed. But then as soon as I like turned on the light to move out of the corner, the guy was like 5 feet away. Like, ooh. Alright, so to get to the boat, we're going to go down here. Come around here. Yep. Now we're at the boat launch. I want to see if I can get around to the first location when the guys get wiped out. Okay, so this is location 4 with the diving bell. Now remember the crypt that is in the locked like basement section. was taken out of that. So it was removed. There's no reason to go there anymore. We found out all we need to find out. Alright, this is location number 1. And now our door is unlocked. Back this way. Alright, then we have to go back up the stairs and find the secret hand here. Find the second secret hand here. Because this makes it way faster. And then we can drop. Enter dev mode. And enjoy the show. So at this point, I'm just waiting for the damned break. Which should be... I don't have a time on that. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes? Yeah, so I'm interested in playing more Manifold Garden. Possibly tonight, although I might be kind of wrecked after this. I don't know. We'll see how long this takes me. I have also heard, wink wink nudge nudge, that I should finish the game after completing the DLC. So we'll see if it matters. Let's see. I have met Solanum in this playthrough. I think it's on day 1. I think I was just like, all right, let's. Yeah, I think so. Day 1 of the DLC, when I got lost, I was like, let's just play the game normally. And it was okay. Alright, we're 27 minutes into stream. So that was 15 minutes stall time at the beginning. 12 minutes in. Minus 2 or 3. Yeah, we're getting right close to damn breaking time. There we go. There it is. No, hazard girds. Crap. Where'd I leave it? I think it's up there. Where's the stairs? Okay. That was a little spookier than I had intended. And then I hear the water now because it's just getting past the 3rd location. That is spectacular. Alright, here we go. Alright, now there should be nobody left, which was exactly my theory from earlier. And also there's no music. So we come up here and we saw in one of the reels that this is actually fake fire. So, right. Alright. Yeah. Put in artifact, which lights up this stuff. Now, I have not actually seen this, so I don't know what these reels actually say. Alright, so home planet. Calls out. They see it. The idea becomes locked in their minds. They call to everybody else to come and look. They all clamor to reach out. Right, okay. So I have seen this one before. Somehow. They burn their entire world in order to make the world chip. Okay. Yeah, I had mentioned something about that on somebody else's stream because I was like, "Oh, that's almost like Inception," and then somebody was like, "That is a really apt metaphor." Thank you. All right, so I have not seen this before. Loading. Loading. Ah. So I should break the simulation by jumping off the raft. Or they're telling me totally don't do that. Jump off the raft. Alrighty. Yeah, and that. Right. So the other two of these, which should give us the lock combinations, are all burned. So this means that we no longer have the ability, we no longer have any ability to open the locks. So we have to find a way to subvert the locks entirely. So I'm gonna guess there's a couple of different ways we should do that based on what we have learned so far. Okay, so goes off. Come back. I'm in the third location. Should be able to just walk over and get a boat. Still remember walking into the loading zones during the original Half-Life game. Oh man. They were not happy with me. Allegedly, should be able to do this on any loading zone. Uh-huh. Nice. That's the locks. Oh, brilliant. Alright, let's see. Oh, I just came down from... Oh, okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay. What's this one? Right, no combo. Oh, how was it? We did this before. I came here. Yeah, I came here and I never even interacted with this. Oh, that's evil. I like it. Alright, let's see. This is star. Crescent. Gibbous. Yeah, this was it. It was the music that you can like barely hear. That was what I was like, oh, this is what's it's so Inception like. Because it was like when they were hearing the song to try to get them out. Like, oh, the kick's coming. Alright, so that's going to be the combo for number 1. Alright, so we're not going to make this, but that's not surprising. Can we... The bells. There's got to be a place with a broken bell. Or maybe we can shut that light off. No. Okay. It's never good. Oh. So now we should be able to head to location 3. Just to make sure that we don't, like, just to make sure we have the maximum amount of time. There's got to be a place with broken bells. I remember that there is one, but remember what I can do about it. That was the wrong one. Jeez. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, this is fine. There we go. Like this, but, you know. This place is not completely broken. Still trying to figure out, like, where can we go to have broken bells? There's got to be somewhere. But I'm pretty sure... Well, 2 works, right? 2 definitely works, because we're down in the basement. We were down in the basement of number 2. And that's the one with the pit in the middle. So that definitely has the alarm bells in it. And when you get caught, you wake up and the bells are ringing right next to you. There's a slide on this. I don't remember what it is now. It's probably in number 2, like vault number 2. Hooray. Alright, worst case scenario, we gotta go back to vault 2. I like these other places over here. Where is that? That's the vault. The hell? Okay. Um. Alright, that is event 1. The solar sail's coming online. Okay, well that answers that. Alright, solar sails are coming online. Let's not break any legs today. And Super Rain, if you have not played this before, you're welcome to chime in if you have any ideas. Alright. So, walk up this way. Alright, good. Well, at least I'm not the only one. Alright, so it looks like I can... Okay, so I can't make it over there from this one. I'm stuck over here. So then I can make it to the middle. What is this place? So the first one over there is the first vault. This one with the tower might be the third vault. Well, I'm not sure anymore. Yes. Okay. Okay, okay. So those are all the individual vaults. It doesn't look like there's a way to get up to it. So I'm just stuck on the outside now. Alright, and then the third unlocker bit is going to be over on this side with the alarms. But again... no back door. Often finding the limits of the game can be cool. Yeah. This is like part of the secret developer mode. there goes number 2. Go like this, get us across. I don't even have to go to developer mode because I can just walk over and punch in the code now because I wrote it down. Right. So it was star, crescent, gibbous, that thing, and star. Indiana Jones. Gibbous moon. I'm not really sure what it means, but it's a moon that has that's mostly full. Gibbous or something like that. I don't know. It's been years. All right. Let's see if we can put this down and see anything useful on this. Probably not. Let's be honest. Oh, yeah. I wonder if this is even set. Like, it's got to have an actual solution, right? At the same time, like... Yeah. Oh, there's a dam. So yeah, definitely got him in the 3rd location. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, I think it's even better than that. I think I figured it out. How did I get here first time? There was a slide reel that showed a elk who had made it into this room, but had died before he reached the thing. Oh, man. Well. Hopefully. Hopefully I will not screw up somehow and end up because now if we die in the game, we die in real life. Oh man. If this works. Also, if it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, so the 2 codes that we found earlier were different. I can't remember. I think the top one was for the machine, the spaceship that was trying to stop the signal from the eye. Is that one? Yeah, that's the one. And then the lower one was the one we found for number 1 there. Alright, here we go. Alright, and we only have one left. Hope this is right. Uh-oh. New problem. I don't have a boat. Alright, let's try this. Maybe this will send it. Nope. Okay. So that's a bigger problem. I might have to start this over. Try it again fresh. Yep. Damn. Okay. So we got to do it all in one. Which also makes sense from a earlier game standpoint. Right, main game made you do all the end stuff in one too. It was a little bit different. Didn't have literally 2 lives to live. Alright, we're on a mission now. Wait. We could just go into the first location. Then have to go all the way to the third. It probably evens out roughly. You know what? It doesn't matter. I don't need one of those boats. Alright, I wanted to go to the third location because we could have time. Right. Oh, right. Alright. Second's fine. It basically gives us the same 22 minutes, minus like 30 seconds to a minute, so it's not bad. Also, I think I want the... Okay, no. Because, no, I picked the third... Yeah, this is a strip of paper that I was using to make paper cranes with. Oh, I just screwed up, didn't I? Yeah, no, I had intended to go to the third location all in the first time, in the first place. Nope, nope. Ooh. Alright, I screwed it all up. This is just not gonna work. That was a mistake. Boo. Alright. Oh, interesting. These are not hot. Usually they're red hot. Oh, genius. Oh, it's a heat sink. Oh, that is awesome. Of course it is, right? Because when you're making it, they're doing it with, words. Yeah, nowhere near. Okay. So it's a heat sink when they open the solar sails. Right there. They open the solar sails and then it needs to be cooled. So they do water-cooled system. That is genius. It's like a little random detail that they didn't actually have to add in. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's just that this is like capturing the heat for usage here, probably. Alright, anyway. It was great. Earlier I was practicing and I was standing next to one of the green fires and I'm like, well, alright, time to go. And I hit meditate until next loop. That didn't work. Woke right back up. I'm like, right. It's just gonna send me into the other place. So I suspect that the heat sink in this case would be essentially a thermal storage. So to just like throw the heat into some of the water, or there's like tanks somewhere where it would like store um, boiling hot water. And then they would be able to use that. Maybe. But I mean, like, why only now? Because it's been 200 and some odd thousand years. Why 5 minutes before the universe explodes, other than plot device? Yeah, I mean, that's also true. And it could also be that it detects, like it's detecting that the sun is going to go supernova. 6 minutes in. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think it must be something to do with whatever happens to the sun 6-ish minutes in, which is also in base game. It detects an imminent threat and then deploys solar sails to get out, and it basically barely makes it. Right. Can't do that. Possible. I feel like we gotta ask a dev. Find one of the people from Mobius and be like, so, what's the basic story behind this? What'd you all intend? Thing's still gonna wake me up. Because I didn't do that. Alright, let's try that again. So this also means at this point I should be deaf to everything else that's going on outside. So I should not be able to hear the dam break. Should not be able to hear the water rushing by or anything like that. The only cues that I'm going to have are the screams of the Awelk people as they disappear. It's not morbid, it's fine. If I botch any of these, I'm going straight back to rewind all the way back to the beginning. There. Oh, no. No. Ah, too early. So close. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Annapurna certainly has a Discord that I am a part of. Um, I have been listening to their stuff since they've been doing. They've been talking about 12 minutes, and they've been talking about Lemnis Gate since they helped publish both of those. Or wait, Lemnis Gate? Yeah, yeah, right. Annapurna is a publisher for that. Whoa. All right. Right, so I want to burn myself now. And then really not screw this up. There we go. That's fair. Function don't undefined. Alright. You actually a programmer? Yeah, I've been working on various languages throughout my career, or, well, throughout my school career and then also professional. So, um, we had to learn C for college and like the basic computer science class. Um, and then I had also learned the TI, Texas Instruments programming language, in high school because I just wanted to program stuff in my calculator. Oops, that one, that one. And then once we moved down here, I've pretty much always been big into MATLAB. So I learned how to program in Scilab, but it's basically the same thing, only free. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Yep, that did it. Oh, dirty cheater. Alright, this is it. So I have been learning a little bit of Python lately, but I'm not. Not what you would call good. New music, maybe? I can't see anything. Okay, steps. It's a plus. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh. Huh. That was an accident. Alright, yeah. I want to take the effect so it opens the door. There we go. Prisoner. Where are we? Yeah. I would imagine he could not. So he woke up. That's the thing for the... Yeah. Okay. So the eye signal goes out. He betrayed his own people. There are 3 outside stars. Oh, that's interesting. And I put the barrier back up. 2 other solar systems there. Now I'm curious what those are. Project right button. Oh, interesting. I don't know the reason for their death. So their society grew and then just crumbled. Because I didn't do it on this playthrough. Damn it. This means I'm going to have to do it all the way through. Get 100%. And then come and do the DLC again. Right, I'm not doing that on stream. Oh. No? No? Okay, cool. So, like... Welp. Oh, okay. You've seen the movie Ex Machina. You know right about how I feel. Potentially going to end up in that situation. Okay. Why don't you come with me and sail off into the universe, huh? Alright, so sadly, my character is currently dead. There isn't much of a way to do anything right now. I think I've just got to basically kill myself and go back to the real world. Alright, here we go. Just double check where this comes from. Right, it's in the bell. Okay. Might as well, I guess. Alright. So now, going to roast a marshmallow, I guess. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna doze off for the requisite 8 minutes. And then finish the game in, well, finish the game the usual way and see if anybody, see if the people who said maybe you should do this were actually right, or if they were just like, speculation. Could have also just been lying for fun. Yeah, that's so the other thing about the Alok people here is that like they don't even have similar language to the Nomai, and like my character has been studying the Nomai language all of their life, but that's one language. All right, I think 6:30 is probably good enough. Mini scout. All right, sun. Ash twin. Oh yeah, okay. Severely undershot here. So, sun station. There's the twins. Right. And they can communicate with each other through words at least decently well, if only just, calls. Somehow I don't think that would be a very good evolutionary advantage, but whatever. Alright, here we go. Receiving from probe tracking module, giant steep timber hearth. 12 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Now we get all the information. Are you sure you want to do this? Really? Oh. Shit. God, it got me again. The music started and I've started getting a rising sense of panic. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Exact placement of where I wanted that to be. I'm sure. Oh no. Bad news bears. Nope, this is not the one I wanted to be in. Oh well. Crap. That's the one I wanted. Oh no. Well, no, I'm definitely not. Okay, bad news. Ah, damn it. You have died. Yeah. Uh, Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, I tried to slow down slightly, and that was my problem. So actually, let's check out the logs, because should be a bunch here. Okay. Or not. Library full of intact slide reels hidden deep underground. There's a container marked with the vault seals, but its contents have been destroyed. Found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. Intact slides reveal creation of a simulated reality modeled after their huge home moon. I found a slide reel that appears to be the some sort of error report. It shows one of the stranger's inhabitants dropping their artifact on the ground and walking beyond the projection radius. Right, we already have that. Container marked but destroyed. Stranger and inhabitants. The origin of intact slides reveals sacrifice that was made to build the stranger. Found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. Shows one of the stranger's inhabitants jumping off a raft during transition between areas and falling below the world. Met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. Prisoners showed me vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their eternal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. My knowledge being quite incomplete. It's fine, whatever. Alright. I mean, that was kind of silly. Oh. There's the satellite. Oh no! Alright, let's go find Chert. Go hang out with him for a little. Somewhere around 5 minutes and 30. Yes. There's a good documentary actually, there have been several documentaries done on like, let's see, who was it? Rasputin did one that was "You Can't Save the World in a Day," which was all about Outer Wilds and the implications of trying to like do everything. How it's not mentally healthy. And Jacob Geller did a really great one on Outer Wilds. I can't remember what his premise was, but it was another sort of similar, in a similar vein, like um, nihilism. Outer Wilds and nihilism. He has a really good part where he's like, so as I'm standing there, realizing that I just pulled the warp core from the from the Ash Twin project, I'm like, huh. Meanwhile, the world's about to go supernova, and he's like, wait, what did I just do? What did I just do? Oh, that's too bad. Stupid cacti. Yeah, so my problem on that one was I was going way too fast. Um, Ended up plowing uh, straight through the center area, and I didn't mean to go quite that fast or quite that far, and then I got too close to the anglerfish. Most of the time I get in there, and the anglerfish doesn't even know I'm there. So, well, Andrew Prallo certainly did a good job with the original soundtrack, both on the original and the DLC. Um, I think the rafting music has been kind of a favorite of like everybody. Um, and the other music that's in the DLC is just great. I think he really kind of outdid himself. I don't think it's quite as catchy, but all right. So once more, and then 1 second here. All right. So now that we're here, we got to reset controls. So for whatever reason, it really does not like it. All right, now we got to read all these again. Huh. Maybe not. kind of interesting. Did it actually get saved? It did. Huh. That was unexpected. Okay. Come on. Get up here. So one of my friends had a couple of gripes with this game. It was just mostly like, you know, I'm not really enjoying this because there's a few places where like it just seems like I'm doing stuff and it's completely arbitrary. Like I'm not gaining anything. And he was, uh-oh. Where'd the ship go? Ship's on the other side of the world. Cool. He's like, what am I actually gaining from all this? And I was, for a lot of it, I was like, well, you're kind of missing the point. Like, it's an adventure, like, exploration type game and a bunch of stuff like that. And and he was like, yeah, well, I know, but at the same time, it's not working for me. And then the other day, I finally figured it out. I watched a video on, it was a YouTube video from Austin McConnell on escape rooms are kind of dumb, let's fix them. And I suddenly realized, wait, Outer Wilds is an escape room. And I told him, I was like, Outer Wilds is an escape room. I just realized this. And he went, oh, it is. So if you think of it as an escape room, in that sense, then you're much more likely to actually enjoy it if you're not expecting, like, you know, clean solution immediately. It's going to take time. It's going to take, you know, 20 pieces of information all coming at you at once. All right, where are we? Here we go. Ooh. There we go. I don't know if I care. I almost burned. Yeah, Yeah. So in most classic escape room genres, or escape room type games, you're given a whole bunch of information. You're allowed to find it in any order, but then it only makes sense when you are able to actually put it all together. Nope. Nope. Not today, Satan. Alright, I'm out. Ah. Oh, come on. Should be able to control this just like the ship. Come on, come on. Ouch. Pardon me, sir. Already holding warp core. Yeah. Insert. There we go. Really? Oh, right. I'm hitting the wrong thing entirely. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Oh, man. Alright, so... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did find it. No. Ah. Alright, fine. I guess I could have gone backwards. Stupid controller. Tried doing this with the... Yeah. I tried doing this with mouse and keyboard at some point. It was almost not great. Nope, gotta go the other way. Ah. Oh, ow. Zoop. don't think anything's changed here. You just go out there, you probably reappear in here. Arthur was able to reach the eye of the universe, yep. Know my stuff. Never figured out how they died, right? Because I didn't actually get the thing. We'll miss the anglerfish the least. Sun collapsed under its own gravity and exploded in a violent supernova. Ah. The radio tower in Timmerhearth was built to receive radio transmissions from our deep space satellite, and it housed some of the last ever photos taken of the entire solar system. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. This species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but, horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against that decision and was able to briefly release the eye signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. It's fun that they got all that information, because I was not able to give it to them. Allegedly. Yeah. So Hornfels observations that every single spot in this picture is galaxies and not even stars dates back to Edwin Hubble and all these other people around the same time. It's interesting. Doesn't actually advance until you put your feet on the ground. Somehow I screwed up. I know how to pilot this, I promise. That way. And the jellyfish. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there it is. This is fine. No? Okay. I see. Find the others. You're all here? When my kind found the eye and realized that it was what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated and then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind, and you know what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so, a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Oh well. Join us. Let's see what happens. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Okay. Yep, that's cool. I hadn't dared hope that anyone would hear the signal for how briefly I set it free, and yet here we are. Are we ready for the final step? Yes. And it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. I didn't notice before he's got a massive crack in his helmet. It's interesting that your character does not play any sort of instrument. How beautiful. It's different than I'd envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. Tell you what, this has been fun. Got to help make something pretty cool, so I got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. Kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? Yeah, I know. Composer or, here we go. Next question. What's going to happen at the end? Kind of curious if we're going to get a extra little ending or something at the end here. Elk choir, first through fourth chair, very nice. Somebody named Buttons. Thesis advisors, I forgot about that too. Because this was a school project, or several school projects. great game yet again. Who do we have? The Ring World. Very spooky. Very nice. Alrighty. So, I think I'm gonna probably take a little bit, 5-10 minute break, something like that. And we're gonna switch up to something else. I don't know how long I'm gonna last if I do Manifold Garden though, so I may save that for another day. Let's see. So I did end up getting Forgotten City, which is similar in that there is a time loop sort of thing. I also have Valheim I picked up a couple weeks ago and got in with Psyche's Crowd. So I don't know what I feel like starting today. I mean, I've already started Valheim, but anyway. Sure. Why don't we start Forgotten City? I know I won't get very far in it. Somebody was asking, wait, you mean the Skyrim mod? I was like, turns out that's how it started. All right. There we go. Cool. So, I will be back in like 5 minutes or so. Gonna pour out a little bit more water. Probably that last pint of beer I have. And cycle some water. So, be right back.